Easel plant pot card. I haven't actually got the nesting essential dies, but I would highly recommend, if you want to make this card, that you use this die, and you want to use 3 of them, starting from the largest going down. So bear with me while I stick my phone in there. Sorry. While I fix my, just hold on, close your eyes for a minute and I'll tell you when to open them. Okay, you're safe to open now. Okay, so I'm going to move that out of the way. So what I actually did, because as I say, I haven't got this, so I worked out, I'd got some square grid paper, and I kind of put a line down either side and tried to work out the sizes. So that's what I've gone on. But to make it easier, you're better off with the triple die card. Triple die of the essential nesting dies. So I've cut out a few things, otherwise this would have been an extremely lengthy video. So I have cut out the 3, I'll just show you them, the 3 sizes. So all you need to do is, when you've got your easel, when you've cut out the die, you just need to score down the middle of each of the 3 dies, and then score down the middle of the upper part, so that you've got 3 done like that. Then all you need to do is put your die back, and you just want half to make each of the plant pot bases. And I've run it through the embossing folder. Love this one. So it fits in the mini, but any embossing folder that you've got will work. And so all you need to do is make sure that that is the same size as the bottom half, and then just get yourself half an inch strip, and I'm not going to emboss that, I'm going to leave that plain, and we're going to glue that onto each of the plant pots. So I'll start off with that, and I've just done it probably about 1/4 inch bigger, and then I'm going to make sure that I have put it level with the top and make sure I've got enough space either side. So I don't need to glue all the way to the edge. Hello Valerie, lovely. Hope you like what I'm making. So we'll see how it goes. Did you see my last video where I had my major disaster? I've given that out as a present today, so all ended well, but it didn't go well filming. Happy Christmas to you too. Hope you're going to have a lovely time. So I'm just going to glue each of those on to my plant pots first. So I'm just gluing these, and then this will be drying while we do the rest of it. So I saw this on Pinterest, and of course they'd use the essential dyes, which I don't have, but I thought, oh, that's so lovely, I've got to make that. So I have not got the things they got, of course, so I like to show you how to make alternatives anyway. So I've done it my way, so, and done what I've got. I'm really loving the daisy, the cheerful daisy. I made a card the other day. I don't think I filmed it. I just took a photograph and put it on my Facebook site. I just love this cheerful daisy set. It's so versatile in what you can do with it. I'm just, as I say, just loving it. Right, I'm going to start off, or just move to those to one side a minute. I'm starting off with a piece of card, and this is I want to say Old Olive, and it isn't Old Olive. It is Mossy Meadow. So Mossy Meadow, and it's 4 1/8 by 5 7/8. And unfortunately I hadn't got I wanted to use this scrap bit, so this has gone quite considerably smaller, and I've actually gone to 16ths on this, but I don't want you to do that. You'd be better sticking to the inches, so I'll just give you that. So if you did it at 3 3/8, so yeah, do it 3 3/8 by 5 1/4, and then place it in the middle. So this is So Saffron. So you just really want coordinating cards. I've pulled this saffron in because I've done something that you'll see later with the saffron, so I like to pull the colours in. So that's what I've done. So I'm going to put these on, and of course the colour that I've done is Sahara Sand in the plant pots, which is no longer available. So you just want a neutral colour, and I just got some old DSP that's very similar to that. I think it was called the Sunprint or something like that. I think it was called. I don't think it's still available. Actually, I'm going to check now, because now I'm thinking about it, I don't know whether this was actually in the annual catalogue. So just let me double check on that. Let me look at the DSPs. I think there's a page full of DSPs. I'm sure there is. So if I can just flick to that to see whether it is. Well, this would also work with it quite nicely. No, I am right. It is retired. But that kind of thing, you could go different colours. That would work very nicely. Right. Okay, so I made that just 1/8 of an inch smaller. So what did I say that was? I said do it at 3/8. So you'd want to make the DSP 1/8 smaller, so 3 1/4, and then again you'd want to make that 5 and what did I say? Make that, I said 5 1/4, didn't I? So you'd want to make it 5 1/8. So that would be the size of your DSP. Right, so I'm going to start off, and I'm going to glue down to start with my my biggest one, and you can see what I've done. Scored it down the middle and then just bent that, and it doesn't matter if it's not half complete, it will work out fine. So I'm going to just put my glue on the base. So starting off with putting my big down, and I'm just going to pull it away from the edge about 3/4 of an inch, I think will work. So I'm going to pull it about 3/4 of an inch away, and I'm not going to glue my plant pot. Yes, I am. So my plant pot, I've folded that over, so that's ready down there, and I'm just going to glue on this bit, and then I'll put my plant pot on, and that's just going to go down there. So that, let me show you up this way, is going to rest on the back of the next one when you put that on, so that will work. In fact, I will put them all on at once. So again, I'm going to glue. So again, the next size down, folded over, scored in the middle, and this is going to be glued on to the top. So we're going to pop this roughly about, let's see, about there, which is probably, let's see, I'm just going to put this one on quickly to see where it finishes, whether that works out to where I want it. Yeah, I think that will be fine. So yeah, so I've put that roughly, it's about an inch, not just slightly under an inch away. Just let me move this out of the way. So try and keep level. Okay, and then we're going to put the next one on, and so that will go down, and when that one's up there it will fit like that, and then we're going to glue the next one on. So the next size down, we're just going to glue on this one, and then glue our plant pot. So it's going to fit right on the bottom, so I'm gluing that right on the bottom, and then that will fit like that, and this will come here like this, and then we're going to put this next one on now. So again, did the same with this, so you just want all three done. Put some on there, then I'll try and put about an inch roughly, see if that's about, pull it down a bit further, down roughly just under an inch. I'm going to just put that under an inch, just make sure it's straight, and that should let me just check that whoops, off. As I'm rushing, I'm not giving it time to dry. So that'll go under there, that will go there, and then we'll have this one here. So that will fit at the front, and we'll glue our last plant pot on. Now I just really love these. Let's put it on here. And that'll go on there. Glue that on there. And then we want that to sit. So what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to put this in position to start with, so I can see how it's all mounting up and everything. So ahead of time, I've cut out in So Saffron the largest, fattest die of the stylish shapes. Okay, so I'm putting plenty of my dimensionals on the back of here. Just get rid of those off the back, and then I'm going to bring that back in. So I've done this in So Saffron, and then I'm going to set that up, more, and then I'm going to position this. So I think I'm going to ignore that, position this. So I'm making that roughly, I'm looking at putting it about roughly the inch. So it doesn't matter if it doesn't exact, just so long as you've got that nice effect going off. And then this will push it back a little bit further. I'm going to also put dimensionals down this. So what I've done ahead of time is I got Thank You for Your Kindness, and this is out of Oval Occasions. I don't know whether you can still get Oval Occasions. I'm going to start using the edges now, my dimensionals, but I've used, I know you can get the Oval Punch, so that's what I've used. I've used the Oval Punch, and I've cut out the largest bit on the Oval Punch. So I've cut that out in the Mossy Meadow, and I've cut it out in white and put that on there. Well, before, I should have done this before I did this, but never mind, it will still work out. Okay, so what I'm going to do is now put this in the center. I'm going to move that out of the way a minute. Put that in the center. That's okay there, so that'll give it extra support now. So that's really pushed it back further, so I've got even gaps more or less between each one, so that you can see that going off. And then what I thought I'd do is get my mossy meadow for the leaves, only I don't want it just to be coloured in just mossy meadow. I want to have some sparkle on my leaves, so I'm just got my mini, put mossy meadow, and then I've got my wink of Stella, and I'm just gonna go over and I'm just gonna paint my leaves, and that will just add lovely sparkle to those leaves. I love painting with my Winker Stella, because it just, and Winker Stellas now, something that I do, this Winker Stella has been going on forever, because it did run out, and Spectrum Noir actually do, I'm going to clean my brush now, do some blending alcohol to actually stick in their blending brushes. But if you buy that and use the dropper to put some in your Winker Stella, so you take off your lid, you unscrew that, and then there is, I'm not going to do it because I'm going to get in such a mess. Well, I can unscrew this bit without getting in so much of a mess, hopefully. You take off that and then drop some of the Spectrum Noir blenders, or you can use rubbing alcohol, I'm led to believe, and then just give it a really, put it back on, give it a really good shake, because there's so much, you can see it all in this bit here, there's so much of this glittery gold stuff that it goes on forever, and I don't know whether it'll pick it up on camera. Have I picked any up? But I don't know. Yeah, you can just about see the shine on it, that it's giving that lovely, it's beautiful, 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 love it. So I do that all the time. Right, now I'll put that to one side for the moment, and then I have cut out the largest die in the Cheerful Daisies, but I'm going to split it. So I've cut off the leaves. I'm going to cut off this bit here and cut off that. So just try and go to the shape of the actual first one. Pop that out of the way, bring this up. So you've got all these little bits on now to get rid of. So we're going to get rid of those. And I'm going to go to here and get rid of that, and bring in this bit here and get rid of that. Okay, so we've got that done first. Now I've cut out the largest. I'll get the daisy set so you can see what I've done. So in the dies, what I've done is I have cut out the largest die, and I've now just dissected that. I've cut out this part of the die that goes round one of the daisies, and then cut out, I'll sort that out in a minute, the center bit there, and I've done that on all of the dies. So we'll just, and I've cut out this sprig as well. Okay, I'll mess with that later, just push that out of the way. Right, now what I'm going to do is, we've got 3 of the ones that we've cut out, so let me just move those out of the way, and we have this next bit that was the die that I've just cut up, and then we have the bit on top of that. Let's just take the pieces out, that goes right on top of there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose the middle there. So I'm leaving the one that you cut out with just a single die. I'm going to leave the top one for now, but this one here, let's just move those away. I'm going to come in with my Calypso Coral. So I've got my mini blending brush. Let's just really see if I can pick up a bit, and I'm really going to go around the outside of this with Calypso Coral. So let's just really pick this up with Calypso Coral. There we go. And then I'm going to be able to put this on top, but what I'm going to do is just in the middle of this one, I'm going to kind of do it so it's a lighter touch. And you see, so that's a lighter touch going on there. So it's going to give it some different colour, and then it's going to be set off on the white. So I'm just going to glue those together. I'm going to shut up the ink pad before I get myself messed up with that. So I'm going to get the original one, going to get the middle one now, and this is just a different way of doing it. Rather than cutting it out with the main colour of Calypso Coral, it gives it that little bit of in and out shading. It gives it more interest. And then just put that on, so that's going to poke out the white there. Love that. And then this one on the top, so it makes it lovely. As I say, I am so in love. This is, to me, one of the best flower sets that Stampin' Up have brought out. I mean, I have loved, is that it? I have trouble finding it sometimes. There we go, going in and out of colour. Oh, I love that. Oh yes, that's so pretty. Hope you like that too. And then I'm going to do the same. So I'm going to go for the next one, and I'm going to really colour this one. So I'm going to really ink up again my blending brushes, and I just love these mini blending brushes. So I'm really going to come around here with that, so it's giving it some added shape. Then I'm going to bring in this one and just lightly do that so that it gives it some, but not huge amount. It just takes the white off it really. I can do a bit more in the middle. Let's go for, see if I can pick up a bit more. That's fine, doesn't matter. And that I'm going to again just shut up me there and bring in the white. So again, I'm going to stick these down, so put them in. So I'm really into challenging myself. So like embossing folders, I'm not using them enough. I've got quite a few of them, so I need to use them more. So plant pots embossed, so that's ticking that off. Let's go there, using my blending brushes. So you have these things and sometimes you're not using them at all. Now what if I've oh, it's there. So I just really love them, and I play a lot with my Winker Stella anyway, so do use that quite a lot. That the right one? Don't know whether that was the right one. That's the right one, I think. There, and again, that's giving the flower so much detail there. Oh, I'm really loving those. They're looking so pretty. So getting excited now, I am. Again, I'm just gonna put a lot of colour on this one. And these brushes are absolutely amazing. I don't know when I did the project, but I did a project where I can't remember what the project was, to be honest. But I loaded up my brushes, my other two brushes. I've got the other one out. Yeah, I load these two up, and I've just had them sat there. And I've not rinsed them, because normally what I was doing is I was rinsing them and getting all the colour off. But I've had it sat there, and then I made this beautiful card, and all I did was rub my brushes over it. And although they've been sat for such a long time, there was still ink on it, and it just gave me a perfect hint of the green onto it, it was wonderful. So if you don't clean them up straight away, it's not an issue, obviously, and you can use them. But I try, because I've only got 3, try to keep them clean so that I can, this wants to be on there, so I can use different colours with them. Right, let's go for putting this together now, and then I'll talk to you about the other things that I've done. And I should have put my ink pad closed before I get in a mess. So oops, there we go. Set it there, that'll be fine. And then I'm just going to put this, let's put that ink pad, ink block out of the way. That. So I'm really loving doing things in white and then adding the colour using the blending brushes, because rather than it being just with the card, I'm just loving doing that, because I just I think it adds so much more, really. So they're my 3 done like that. Now I might use this, I don't know, so let's bring back in my green blending brush. I'll just have that just in case I do want to use it, not dead certain. And I'm just going to rub over with this onto, so I don't know whether I'm going to use it, but it's there in the background now in case I do. But I'm going to take it a bit deeper. Yeah, I want it a bit deeper. That's it. So I'll do those. Yeah, lovely. Yeah, just in case I want that. Not sure whether I am going to use it, but it's there in case I do. And I've done it with my mossy meadow, so I'll just pop that out of the way. Okay, right, now I cut out the sprigs in white, and I've gone, so it's in and out of colour with that, again with the mossy meadow. I cut the sleeve out in soft sea foam, and just what was left on the mossy meadow, I've just gone over it slightly so that it brings out more detail on the leaf. So I've done 3 of those. I have actually, that's the only thing I would say, hopefully I'm right in saying this, apart from the sentiment of the oval occasions and these leaves, everything else is current. So you can get any of these, but there are so many leaves like this that in the catalogue you just have to look through and think, oh, that's very similar, so you can use that. So I've done 3 of those. Available in clearance is the Splendid Day. Okay, you can get the dies and you can get the stamp set. Really love this. I'll keep pulling this out. So if you follow me and you get frustrated because I'm using old stuff, get it while it's in clearance. Really good price. Now, what I do is I actually, while it was still in the die, I've put a load of glue on the back because I want those to stay in position. Okay, and I think I'm actually going to go over these to make them nice and shiny with my Wink of Stella. So we'll make them sparkle. So that will just add a bit of something there, won't it? So that's what I have done, and I've cut 3 of those out and put, as I say, left it in the die, put the glue on the back, and then peeled it out and off the die. So that's one done. Let's pick in another one. I just love this type of thing, adding the Wink of Stella to it. And I just think, as I say, it's gone on and on and on. And to me, it's brilliant, even though, you know, it's on its last legs, really. It's still brilliant, still bringing that, glitter and shine. I'll hold one up to the camera and see if it can pick it up, but I'm picking up so much shine on it and glitter. I don't know whether you can see that or not, but I've kind of done the threes of everything because I don't know how it's going to build. I'm just going to go for it and see. No, no, don't put that down there. And this also hides that, like I've got that glue coming through on the front. This will hide that. So we've got that. So let's see whether it will. Oh yeah, you can see that, can't you? Oh yes, beautiful. Right, so I did 3 of the sprigs. One actually broke on me, so I didn't despair, thought I'm still going to use it. So I coloured it and it will be separate. I will use the 3 there. Then out of the layering leaves, I have tone on tone. So I've used soft sea foam out of the layering leaves, used this one, and then I've just punched it out with the leaf punch. So I've done 3 of those. And then I also love doing this. I have some DSP, so that's giving it, that's got some green leaf effect. And I used on the punch, you've got the 2, you've got the main leaves, and then you've got the little thing here that's rose, they show it like, or fronds or something. Well, I've cut 3 of those out, but then this top leaf here, I've just cut so saffron out of those and stuck them to it, and then just sponge round the edge with the Calypso coral. Okay, so I've got those. Right, now I'm ready, so let's see how we go. So of course we want the big one to go on the back, and it's nicely positioning itself for me. So I'm going to see where I'm going to put it. I want to put it fairly high up because I've got to have this as the highest. Now I'm going to flatten each one of them. I need to flatten it down because I cannot have it higher than the card, else it won't fit in the envelope. So do this, what I'm doing. Okay, and I'm going to put that on with some dimensionals, because if you put it on with dimensionals, that means you can tuck things behind it. So I'm going to put it at the bottom. I'll put a couple on. In fact, I think I'll just grab some more, and so that I've got those coming off like that. And let's peel those off. So okay, and again we're going to hold those down, and I'm going to put it so that it comes to one side, and then we'll build up the leaves so we can tuck the leaves behind now. So I'm going to use one of my sprigs, and you'll have heard me say that's the whole reason that in fact I think, no, I can't put that higher, can I? No, what am I doing? I'm telling you not to do that, and then I'm going to do it myself, aren't I? So be careful. So keep positioning it down like I'm doing to make sure that it's not going over that. So I've got to, I think I'll bring that to the side. So I think I'll position that really coming out the side. So I think I'll glue that one first, actually. So I'm going to glue this to the back. So I need to put it on the front, don't I? So why do I work in the wrong position? I wish you could, you know, physically talk to me, because then you could be saying, can you just move over a bit, please? Right, so I'm going to make sure that that doesn't come out over the sides or above the top. Okay, so press that down and hopefully pick that up. Come on, pick it up. There we go. Let's see. Pull that across a bit. Pull it across a bit more. Just going to make sure there. That's lovely. Right, and then I'm gonna take this again and just gonna probably sit that underneath. Yes, I will. So I'm going to put some glue in the middle there and down. So I like the flowers just about to ask if you fold the envelope. Yeah, so I answered it before you needed to. I think I answered that. If not, just shout again so that I can do that. Right, let's just pick that up. Okay, let's make sure that that's sitting up. Yeah, and then I'll get this again. So yeah, so we need to make sure. I'm gonna have to keep doing that. It won't matter once you've done this one. Okay, I might have to take some off the bottom because that's not going down enough, so I'm gonna take that down so I can put that. I have to keep, got to have put my flower down a little bit, but can't do that, so I'll have to do that. And then this one will have to come out to the side, which again I'll take some off, and it's on the front, isn't it? And let's see, see if I can bring that, yeah, bring that there. Okay, so that is looking, let's put that in position. So we're going to have to keep going back, so let me tip that. We're going to have to keep going back because we can't overshadow this now so much, so we've got to keep an eye on where we put positioning things. So again, I'm probably going to come, let's see, so got to keep putting it back, whoops, keep putting it back in position. And do I want that going? Yeah, I think I'm going to come over here with that. So again, I'm going to put that on dimensionals. Let's get one and see. So I'm going to put that at the very bottom, and again I'm going to try and tip it up so you can see what I'm doing. So a bit fiddly trying to hold it and do it. Oh, there, that's done it. So I'm going to put that now. It doesn't matter if it goes off to the side because we've got plenty of room, because if we put this down again, that one, oh, it's like that, isn't it? So I have to go like that and like that. You can see that I've got plenty of room there, look, so that's good. So keep going back and looking at what you've got going off, and I'm also going to put this on this one, and then I'll feed some leaves into this. So I think, let's have a look how it's looking. Got to lift it up so you can see. Yeah, I think I'm going to maybe hang that off to the side. So let's get a dimension on there, and we'll bring that back in so I can see what's going off. I'm just going to have to pop it down so I can, it's a bit difficult to hold. So let's just put that like that over. Nope, I've got that too because I've now got the dimensional on the back, I want to make sure my dimensional is not coming over there. Now I want another sprig, and I think I'll pop that in the middle. So bring that sprig in the middle, and again I'm gonna look to where that is, look to where that is, and take that there. So that's going to kind of go in the middle like that. And then shall we have these? Yeah, I think I'll have them going in this. So I'm gonna put some glue down there and they can go off. Now I'm just gonna take this down a minute because I don't want to make this go over the edge. So that's going there, that's okay. And let's get this done now. So again, some glue on this side, and I'll put that, and I don't want it going over the edge, so I've got to be careful that it's not going over the edge. I'm going to lay that there, that's okay, that's it, and there we go. And we'll have that supporting in the middle, and oops, on that side, isn't it? Let's have a look. So I'll put some there so that that can go to the foliage there. So let's have a look. I'll pull that in place. Come on. So I'll just lift it up now so you can see. Oops, that's springing out when I lift it up. It's gonna. Okay, that's misbehaving. Hopefully when it's all together it will hold down. I have to weight that with something if it messes up too much, but it might be because the third one's not up, but we'll see. So that's kind of going like that, and then we've got to work on the third one now. So again, I'm going to go in with my foliage. What have I done with that foliage now? It's going to be in the middle, I think, or shall I have it to this side? I think I'll have it to this side now. I'm going to put the foliage on to this side. Go on, hold on. Come on. Go on. I've got sticky fingers now, and this is sticky and it's sticking to me. And then bring in my flower. I'm going to put this going in the middle. And I've got this now. I didn't know whether I'm going to cut this up actually, so I'll leave that till the very last to see what I'm going to do. And I want to bring in the leaves, so let's get those going down first. These might be too long, I have to see. So let's have them coming out there, and then bring that, going to go behind, so that's going to go out the other side. That just double check that that's not going over. No, that's fine. There we go. Okay, so let's see if we can separate these. I think so. There, got some scissors here. Let's bring that. I'm going to tuck one down there, I think. So just pop that behind. I'm going to have to have my view to bring it behind there, and would that stick? Shall I have? Do I want some to go over there? Let me have a look. Yeah, I think I will. So I think on the front of that, have that coming off there, going on this side. I think, yeah, I want that going down the middle. So that's it, and so that's standing in the middle. So that comes there, that comes there, come on. Okay, so see if I can lift that up, and that's going to stay in, oh, it's not going to stay in position when I tilt it back. So you've got, so you can see the different flowers from the different angles there. Perhaps I've made it too busy and I'm not showing my lovely flowers off enough. Why aren't you behaving? The trouble is I've got wet glue and I don't want to do it. So when it folds down flat, come on. I'm getting it tucked behind, aren't I? It's that way, isn't it? So that's that. Have I done that wrong so that it's... Oh, have I made a boo-boo? I think I've made a bit of a boo-boo. Because if I actually do it, I've made these too high, haven't I? Oh dear. Because that, I can't tuck those. Let's have a look. Can't tuck those that way. It's definitely got to go flat that way. That one's got to go down first, then the others have got to sit on top. But what I've done is I've put my flowers too high, haven't I? Right, let's see if I can amend that and take them down a lot more. Is it that? So I think what your best thing to do is look at the one behind and make sure it doesn't go, because that's got to fold over the top, hasn't it? Oh dear. Right, let's I'm gonna have to be brutal and strip it and take it further down. Let's see what we've got to do there. That one's got to go, oh dear, further down. So the thing that you need to do that I didn't do is keep going back and looking. I'm going to cut some off now because it's going, it needs to go a lot lower, because you need to keep looking at this behind and making sure that this can fold over the top by the looks of things. And I haven't taken that into consideration, so I'm getting myself in a bit of a mess now. So that's too high, so that needs to go down. Fortunately, my glue is still wet. That's the beauty of using wet glue. That there needs to come down much lower, so let's take that off, and we don't need that bit. I'm going to put some more off this and take this lower now. So let's have a look now. So work on the principle, it's got to fit underneath that. So I'm going to pull that to one side. It's not going over, so you've got to keep an eye on it. It's not going over, and it doesn't go. So when that's going up, right, so that one will fold down. That's now all right. That one now can come on top. Now I've got the problem with these. So that one's okay. That's not okay. So that's got to go much lower. Coming out there. Let's have a look at these now. Oh, I am so fortunate that my glue is still wet. Right, let's just get that off a minute. Right, so let's work on this. So I've got to take this below. So it's got to be below. That's it. That's it. And then let's have a look at this middle section now. So that has got to be much lower. So I need to, in fact, I'm just going to be brutal and cut it off. Okay. Because that's got to sit much lower. It's got to go under that fold line. That's it. And that's enough off now. So I can glue that back now. So I make the mistakes to show you what not to do. That's still a bit too high. Take it down a bit more. That's working now, but we're not getting to see much of that sprig. So let me see if I can put some here, and let's see if I can get in with that sprig. So get underneath it or put it behind. As long as it doesn't go higher than that, that's fine. And I've got this bit here as well now that I can put on as well, so we can get some going off here. Slow enough. Go on, stick to it. Sticking to me. No, I said we're gonna, didn't know whether I was gonna use that, but I might sit that behind now. So let's just make sure it's below that fold. There we go, stick that on. There we go. And then, so that will go like that, and that will come over the top. Right, how much was I out of your sight? Sorry. So it's got to fold like that in your card. So you've got to make sure that as you do it, the top one, you keep it down to make sure it's not going over your card. Then we can put that one up, but before we put it up, we'll bring the next one, and the next one, make sure it's not going over that fold line. Then the next one, again, not over your fold line. And then we'll push them out of the way. So that one should come there. That one should come there. And then the last one. Come on. I need to recrease this to make it behave. Okay. And then, oh, I'm trying to show you it. It blurts off. Okay. So that is, hopefully you can see that they're your plant pots. I'm not quite holding it in position, it's coming off because I've got it working against gravity, holding it up. Come on, force down. Let's see if I hold that like that there. You can see what's going off now, so you can see the array of flowers going off there on the plant pot. You can see the lovely shining of the wink of Stella, and I'm actually decided when I did that I want to actually wink of Stella. Oh, I didn't put that bit on the side, did I? I wanted that bit going on the side as well, so let me put that back. There. And bringing my wink of Stella, what have I done with it? And I'm going to just paint these leaves here. Let's do that, bring them up shiny. So any I can get at, I'll bring in and put the wink of Stella on. And if it's just a touch, get behind that. Then this bit here. There and there. So we've got those leaves going off. And then those individual plant pots. There we go. I'm just having a look at it at my angle. So yeah, so now we can put some bling on. Let's have a look what we've got in the bling. What have I done with that? It fell off. Oh, it's gone behind me. Let's see what we've got. Anything that will go with it. I've got, now I think they're almost, they're not quite right. Let's have a look here. Got some blues and pink. Got some pebbly stone bits. Might work. Let's go to opal rounds. Let's put in the opal rounds on. Oh, I know. Got nice flower centres on the plant pot. I've got a few things. Let's have a look at. I'm sure I picked out. Oh, there we go. Got some pearls on the back here. So I'm going to stick a pearl in the middle of a flower. So I've got, where's that just gone? It's gone on the bottom there. So on the bottom flower here, I'm going to stick a pearl in the centre of the flower on here. Oh, look, got one in the centre. Don't know whether that will show, but like that there. Is there any flower? Yeah, there's one on there, so I'll stick one on there. Now, do I want to put, well, I'm going to put one on here, one on there, and I do fancy some on either side of, I think I'll put one there, and then I'll put one on the other there, so it's giving you a nice triangular effect. So of course you'll have the mess at the back, but it will, could stick something over that to write on actually. I think I might do that, have a look at sticking something, because I could stick it over there and actually write on that bit to the recipient. So I just really want to write to. Get down, Shep. Can you remember that? Did you have Blue Peter over in Ireland? Valerie, get down, Shep. Do you remember? We're of the age group where it was it Johnny Noakes? So I'll try and hold it in position. So that's what it looks like. Arrangement of flowers in your plant pots. Perhaps I put a bit too much greenery in, perhaps I went overboard, perhaps I should have put less, so that you could have seen my flowers a bit more, because I really like my flowers. They're really the show, really, those. So I want it to be showing really more, but it won't stay down. So that goes down, that goes down, and then that goes over the top. And I'm just going to go in, where's my bone folder? Didn't even get it out, that's probably what's up point, and really crease that one there. And let's see if that makes a difference. So there, yeah, that made a difference. So it needs to be creased more. And the second one now is misbehaving, so I think I really need to crease that one as well. So let's just tuck that down. So just go in and make sure that you've really got these creased well, because that makes the difference of it working. So there, and there. Now it holds. So that's the key. Make sure that you've creased them well, and then they will work better for you. So as I say, hope you like that. Give me a thumbs up if you did. It's because I'm tipping it too far back, because it'll hold. It's holding fine when I don't. Oh, thank you, Valerie. Thank you, Blue Peter. Oh, it just went off as I was trying to ride it. Blue Peter. Well, Johnny Noakes he was. But yes, thank you very much for bearing with me. Do appreciate that you've stopped by. This will most likely be the last video before Christmas, so I will probably be back unless I decide to do something really late. I'll just show you something that I have just put together very quickly as last minute gifts. Just a little chocolate in these, just very simple. So I've made some of those. I don't think I've done anything else apart from, I think I will. You're going to be treated to me card what for done with it. Here it is, because I really like this. I think it's so pretty. I'm probably going to do a video on this, but it might be after Christmas. It won't be the exact same one, but as I say, I really love this set. This showcases it, really. I did a class with Suze, who is a local Stampin' Up demonstrator, and we made lots of beautiful cards, and this beautiful little package, and it was, I think they called Some Prince or something, I think it was called, and we just got half of the paper, and we made several cards with it. And of course I've had the rest of the pack just lying around, and then I saw again something on Pinterest and I thought, I really do like this. So I thought, why not? Hers was made, the top parts, with a different die I think she'd got. I decided I wanted to use the trio punch, I don't know whether it's called the Very Best trio punch. And I thought, well, how this curvy bit goes in this, I don't know whether it was called Everyday Label that I'd got as well. And I thought, well, that's got that bit in it, and there's a bit of curve. And so I thought that really went well with it. And so I thought I'd make one of these cards. So they're my measurements, because she made, it was American, and she'd made a small one to fit in the American card. So I revamped it and worked it out and made it like this. And then I wanted to make it a gift card tuck, so there's going to be a gift card eventually in there, but I finished it off, and that's where I'll write my sentiment. But I thought this, I might not make it a female version. I have got in my head a male version that I'm probably going to bring, so we'll see how that goes. But again, really loved using my brushes, and this is what I was talking about with the green. You can see it a bit there. It was just what was left on the brush, but it's done them beautifully. Really pretty. I really love this card. I had a right disaster, as I say, before Christmas, and I also made my daughter-in-law a card and don't like it. She's got it, but it wasn't, I didn't film it. I made it larger, my design. I decided to swap things around and do things a bit different, and I wish I hadn't made it as tall as what I made it. It didn't quite work as well as the other ones that I'd made. So, but I just thought this, I just love the colours. It's the Blushing Bride, and it was the old Celebration paper that we got. So I was using that up really, and it goes in and out of colour because it was like an ombre effect. I just really love it. So I thought, it's so pretty. I love it. I love it. Love it. So I just want to, as I say, get the gift card for that. But I'm wanting to do a male version of it maybe. So thank you very much for bearing with me. Hope you enjoyed that. Stay safe, stay well, and have a fantastic Christmas. And hopefully I will see you in the new year. God bless. Bye for now.